Yeah. All right, so this term, inductive reasoning, it's a process of looking at individual specific facts to draw a general conclusion. Now, these different types of reasoning, you guys have already used them in your everyday lives. So some of this will be familiar, some of it won't, so that's okay. You guys have actually been using this informally already.
Informally?
Mm-hmm.
So you can formally
You can absolutely formally use it. Okay, next type of reasoning is deductive reasoning. So that is the process of looking at general information to draw a specific conclusion. Do you see how this is kind of the opposite of inductive? Inductive, you go from specific to general. Deductive, you go from general to specific. Okay, it's reversed. I see table 5 is still writing. Anything else? And I'll be showing you guys examples of these in 3 minutes, I'd say.
3 minutes.
Ish. Okay, next term. Inductive argument. So there's inductive reasoning, there's deductive reasoning, and there's actually inductive and deductive arguments. And yes, those types of arguments use those types of reasoning. So an inductive argument is an argument that presents evidence from which it draws conclusions in support of the claim. The conclusion in an argument is never guaranteed.
So like lawyers?
Yeah. Yeah, but lawyers will use inductive, they'll also use deductive. Anyone can use either. And there's actually going to be a third type you learn about.
Called?
It's going to be called reductive.
That's the...
Okay. Other type of argument is deductive argument. A deductive argument, it presents a claim, then attempts to support it with evidence. I'm giving you guys all this over now so that next week when I say, oh, is this argument sound or is this argument valid, you'll know what I mean. Okay, and next type of argument is reactive argument. So you'll notice that we had inductive reasoning, we had deductive reasoning, but we didn't have reactive reasoning. But we have a reactive argument. So, what do you guys think of reactive?
It's like...
again.
Like...
What do you think of the term reactive?
It's like cause and effect.
Response, cause, and effect. Yeah, something happened first. So for reactive argument, it uses concession and refutation to refute the claim of another argument. So there was some first argument, someone heard that argument, said, I disagree, I think this person is wrong, and then they used a reactive argument. Yes, speeches and debates that would use reactive arguments. Whoa, what is Table 1 is almost done writing. You see that table 7. Sorry, a few more seconds there. Okay, see people finishing. 2 more terms. I want you to know what valid means. Valid is your second to last term. We're really going to talk about validity for the deductive argument. So an argument is considered valid if the premises, which we'll talk about in a bit, logically lead to the conclusion. So the argument I'm saying like decided to fix it valid reason. I'll show you in like a minute. You'll see. Okay, and I also want you to know this last term, sound. So an argument is sound if the premises are actually true. And small correction for your notes. There's a small note down here. It says it is possible for an argument to be valid but not true. I want you to change true to sound. All right, I'm going to show you guys examples of few of these, but I also want to show you the structure. David, can you read this out?
There are 3 types of argumentative structures that you will choose from to write the editorial letter at the end of this. The 3 types of argumentative structures are
Deductive. Inductive.
I said inductive.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I know I did a horrible job of underlining that, but there's an underlined portion in your notes that you want to write these 3 down. Okay? So you want to write down deductive, that's our traditional model, inductive, and reactive.
Where?
At the top of the page. Oh, never mind. They are already underlined for you and complete. Never mind. Okay. All right. Okay, so when you write your editorial letters, you're going to choose between one of these 3 argument types. Now, you guys know when I've had you write speeches and essays, I give you a graphic organizer to help you organize your thoughts and everything. So when you are deciding on your type of structure, the graphic organizer is going to look something like this. So this first type, in that leftmost column, deductive traditional model, the first thing you have is something to catch the audience's attention. What do we call that?
A hook.
Hook. So you open with a hook. You're actually going to open all 3 models with a hook. Then for the deductive model, you move on to the claim. So you're saying your position, what you think. Then you give evidence, multiple pieces of it, not just one. You give your counterclaim. So you are acknowledging what the other side says, just like you did in your persuasive speeches. You refute it. So why is the other side wrong? And then you give a call to action. What is your audience supposed to do? Yep, you're writing this down.
Oh, where's it?
Yep. Page 60. You mean the real one?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Why did they mention you yesterday?
No,
The CAS. You'll sign up in my class. You'll sign up, but you're not going to take it in here.
where do we see that?
Don't know. I'll find out. Yes, Royce. Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, you guys probably do take over your advisory. Yeah, so actually, let me borrow your notes. So just to make sure, and I can leave this on the screen for a few more seconds. On page sorry, I said 60, but it's actually page 54.
Mm-hmm.
You have these little blanks,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and you have descriptions of the words that follow. So that's where you're putting these words. So
Claim.
ignore it. It's this one column.
Oh, I was going by the. So I did. You have whiteout.
I do have whiteout. I will find you whiteout.
Oh, let me see. Oh my god.
Yes.
Last time I said it, I would say blonde, but.
Please don't use stereotypes.
Oh yeah, that was.
They're untrue.
Not all stereotypes are
It's
untrue
the
because
same.
there are some that okay,
They're not nice to use. We're going to put it that way.
they are not nice.
And part of this classroom is
I
being
never
respectful,
said
so you're not going to use stereotypes.
Stereotypes is as in everyday life.
Sometimes, but they can still hurt you.
Does it hurt your feelings that I say that? You're not blonde.
No, but I wouldn't let someone use a negative stereotype about you, so I don't want you to use one about someone else. Thank you. All right.
What
Okay,
stereotype
so
did you say?
second type of argument structure is inductive. It opens with the hook, then you give the multiple pieces of evidence, and then you give the claim. Now notice, you all have traditionally been taught that the claim comes towards the beginning of your argument, of your paper, of all that. This one, the claim is actually going to come at the end. So it's backwards, it's like turned on its head.
How hard is an essay in college?
Really hard.
I will actually give you guys an essay I wrote when I was a sophomore. Yeah.
In college?
Yeah, I'll give you one that I wrote for anthropology, so you know the level.
Anthropology?
Yes.
Anthropology.
College. I got an A on it.
You were doing anthropology.
Yes, I was.
Why?
Because I liked it.
You're remarkable.
Thank you. All right, and next type.
Freedom fighter.
I was white already.
I'll give it to you. Okay, and the next type is reactive. I know I'm moving a little fast, but we only have about 5 minutes left, and we can move on. So, reactive, you open with your hook. The second thing is your counterclaim. So remember, reactive is in response to someone else's argument. You're trying to say that first person is wrong. So you open with your hook, you address the opposing side. What did that first person's argument say? You refute it. Why are they wrong? You say your claim, so your stance on whatever the subject is, and then you give your evidence. Why are you right?
Okay, so we get to have a debate. I think we should do that, Ms. Hanley. Make that worth 200 points. It's good.
Not right now. So I'll make sure
Ooh,
that
be
you guys
awesome.
understand this.
We blow it out the water. Give us.
All right, you guys ready for me to move on?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to practice first with deductive reasoning. Now, for those of you, raise your hand if you've taken geometry.
I made it right.
Okay, so for about 3/4 of you, this might look familiar. This is actually the transitive property. Transitive is deductive. The transitive property is deductive reasoning.
So math is in English?
Yeah, it's logic. Geometry, when I had you in geometry, that was just about logic.
And math is in history too.
And in science.
And
When your
yeah.
teacher said math is everywhere,
Yeah.
math is everywhere. So let's come back together.
Hey.
All right, Linear, need your attention up here? Thank you. All right, so in math, if your teacher said, okay, class, if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Remember that transitive property?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. That was just your transitive property.
That stuff was the most confusing.
That is deductive reasoning. We can apply that here. So think about this.
If human is mortal, then
Wait. Let's read.
am I on the right track?
Let's read what it says.
Therefore,
So,
all humans
Therefore, all humans.
hang on. Let me read this whole thing for you, and then I want you to try and come up with a conclusion. So, all humans are mortal. Pretend Greg's sitting there. Greg is a human. Therefore,
all humans are mortal.
Greg